You can choose to walk around in a Speedo with a full-length mirror all day. You know why I don't do that? That's bad behavior. My mother will pay me to not have a job. I hate to break this to you. I get hungry, damn it. You seem like a very nice lady. I want you to do what is called different strokes for different folks.
I am the beautiful vegan messiah.
What?
I was just like my dad, a sociopathic piece of.
What does that mean? Stop. Hey, look at me.
Let's
Look
see
at
your
me.
talent.
No, hey. Stop.
Sexy vegan is about as oxymoronic a statement as the words old baby. That is what we're talking about today. A guy by the legal name of Sexy Vegan. And yes, he is indeed a vegan. I don't know what it is with vegans and why this seems to be a thing. On my channel, I seem to have a history of beefing with them. I started off with the vegan teacher because it turns out she was a bit crazy. She'd been saying words that she shouldn't have.
Look how adorable she is.
Then Richard, also known as Vegan Gains, came to her rescue.
You literally cannot come up with a single fucking argument, and I've challenged you to a debate.
Bro, you should challenge your hairline to come back. And now, like out of nowhere, a man by the name of Sexy Vegan, who also goes as the Vegan Messiah, has come into my life. What's up, you big vegan babies? My name is 16Leo, and today we're gonna take a look at this guy called Sexy Vegan. I wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive because I saw him on Dr. Full, and I was just captivated by his ability to moonwalk and cuss at people.
I got 9.9 out of 10 after 327 women rated me. Let's see your talent. Let's see your talent.
Before we start the video, consider subscribing. We're on our way to 400k, and I would really appreciate it. If you don't, I will beef with you. While you're at it, do follow me at 16leo_. That way you can message me and say hi or give me ideas for the next video. So as I said, I found this guy on Dr. Full. I was instantly captivated. You know what I like to do on this channel is do like deep dives and sort of figure out where this person came from, what their actual life is beyond the reality show. Again, my question is, what is it with vegans? Do you guys love animals so much that you feel the need to turn into them? I don't have a problem with veganism. I think it's a great concept. The problem I have is when people shove it down people's throats and almost force people to do something. Let's watch the Dr. Full episode.
My name is Sexy Vegan. I got my name legally changed to Sexy Vegan.
His name is legally Sexy Vegan. That's baller. I'm gonna change my name to Brown Balls. And I was like, oh, that's just for show, reality TV. Wrong. This man really did get his name changed to Sexy Vegan. How do I know that? Deep dive, baby. What I did was I searched up Sexy Vegan on Wikipedia. Then I found his IMDb page. His IMDb page has something that says, Sexy does not post to any social media anymore except his website, sexyvegan.net, because he wants complete control of his content as well as not to be censored. So I went to that site, and here's what I found. It looks like a site that even the dark web would be like, that's crazy. I people, but this is, I don't know who made this website for him, but they deserve to go to jail. Along the many things, he does actually post his California registration license, and it does say last name vegan, first name sexy. So there we have it. That's his legal name. You have to call him that from now on. His old name, by the way, was Hans.
Hans no longer fits me.
So I'm like 50-50. I'm like, you know, he might as well have changed it. Oh, also, he says those are his real tattoos. They look like Sharpie drawings. If you go in the shower and it comes off, that doesn't count as a tattoo.
I'm a strict vegan. I once was down to 1.3% body fat.
Men require at least 3% body fat in order for the body to function properly. This man is a evil supervillain. If he even takes a poo-poo, he's gonna be like a minus body fat. His bones are gonna stick out of his body because he has no fat. How do you get to 1.3% body fat? You can't function. Your muscles have nothing. You're like anti-Nikocado avocado. If you and Nikocado stood together, you'd look like two normal people. That was savage.
The beautiful vegan messiah. When I go out, everyone stares at me.
I don't know what it is about vegans and their incessant need to sing off key and badly. Vegan teacher can't hit a note to save her life.
Vegan from now on.
Richard from Vegan Gains doesn't even try, and this guy was like, the vegan messiah. Later on, I will take you to his music because Sexy Vegan is not just a great looking man.
I'm aware that I'm good looking.
He's also a musical artist, an author, and apparently a man who can moonwalk better than Michael Jackson himself. This guy's a triple threat. Or if you count veganism, he's a international level threat.
I wear a Speedo-esque outfit, and I'm exotic like a Lamborghini SV.
Don't you diss Lamborghinis in front of me like that, bro? My whole dream on the channel is to buy a Lamborghini and run someone over, but it's out of love. If I see you, I might run you over out of hate. I would never, but like, how you gonna compare yourself to a Lamborghini? If I was to compare you to a car, I would compare you to one of those super electric cars. You know those? I'll show you the picture. You look like one of those. Just enough room, no junk in the trunk.
When I go into a grocery store, I'm followed around by the security, which is so annoying.
I actually agree with him on that point. What is he gonna steal? This man walked into the store with a Speedo and 2 knee-high socks. What the fuck is he gonna put in his pants? There's nowhere for him to steal anything. It's West Hollywood as well. I don't mean to be rude. I don't think he's out of place in West Hollywood. I've seen some stuff in West Hollywood. Just a guy with like a 10-foot mohawk, and that's a normal day.
I'm drop dead gorgeous and a great singer-dancer. I can make it on my talents. I have several YouTube videos.
Have you ever seen someone moonwalk in knee-high socks before? Like, there's gotta be some alternate reality where there's a Dr. Full episode about a guy named Michael Jackson.
What'd you say your name was?
Michael Jackson.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Whose like main thing is to just eat vegetables. He's like, all I really want to do is... But what did this guy say? He makes YouTube videos.
I have several YouTube videos.
He has several YouTube videos. But unfortunately, I couldn't find it because this is not a deep dive. I wanted to do a little bit of a deep dive. It is! Alright, he's got a lot of videos. They're all filmed really badly. Sexy vegan, greatest dancer ever.
Sexy vegan here.
Why does it look like he just got into a bar fight with Conor McGregor? Can you have a shirt that isn't ripped open?
Reverse figure eight. No, it's ready for eight. That's reverse.
I can do that. Wait, just one second. Can I be called sexy brown vegan now? Sexy vegan is aware that he is good looking.
So, I'm aware that I'm good looking. I know I'm good. It's obvious. Okay?
Did this motherfucker color his eyebrows in?
It's obvious.
Ah, and the last one. This might be his most popular video. Sexy vegan doesn't use toilet paper or soap.
Skinny with a big booty. Gimme that booty. Gimme that booty.
I didn't watch the videos. I didn't expect him to like approach the video and like, give me that booty, booty, booty. I don't use soap on my asshole. I didn't expect that to start. Sorry, continue.
After I go, I don't use toilet paper. I flush the toilet, dip my hand, I get in here, dip three roughly, and then flush again and dip.
Why not be as gross as possible? I went and take big stick of shit. I didn't wipe. I'm a vegan. I don't wipe Nathan. We need someone called crazy vegan. Someone to just be like, yes, I know I'm crazy. And then I'd at least give them respect and be like, at least you know. These people think that they're just revolutionary for taking a shit and not wiping. I don't want you to sit down and then me to hear a squish sound like you're on SpongeBob SquarePants, okay?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dip, 12 roughly. And then I flush, and I dip and I go deep in 25 times, deep in the butthole.
Are you just fingering your ass every time you take a shit, huh? Maybe you don't need to go to Dr. Full. Maybe Dr. Full needs a doctor after seeing you. I don't know. Maybe you need to go to the zoo.
So people will say that's gross, but the fact remains that when I stick a 4-inch booty rock on my butt with 7 vibrator signs and smell it, there's no unpleasant smell. And everyone else's butt you can smell from like at least a foot away. Like you go like around that area and then you can smell it. Mine you can't. Mine smells delicious.
Why are you doing it though? Maybe people's asses do smell if you put your face into them. I don't usually just go around being like, hey, oh, Christina, you gotta dig into that asshole. Like, I don't understand this.
After going, this gets way cleaner. No toilet paper's allowed in my house, or no soap. You don't like it, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I can't. I never came inside. I would never come inside. Like, Ted Bundy was bad, but this is crazy. Those are his YouTube videos. I'm wishing that I could invent a time machine to go back in time and use those 5 minutes of my life to do something more productive. I guess I should say this, like, for all intents and purposes. If you're quirky or charismatic or something that doesn't fit or conform to society, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're not inherently harming anyone. But this man just existing and moonwalking is harming the depths of my mind. But also, he's really harming things. He has been to jail 15 times, and the most recent time, I actually found the article of why he went to jail. Sexy Vegan pleads no contest to charge he had his pit bull lick his rear end. At first, I was like, oh, you had the singer pit bull lick your ass? That's just a Wednesday for you two. But nope. Got his dog to do it. This guy really is about this life.
I see myself in 5 to 20 years.
That's a gap of 15 years. There's a lot of shit can happen, bro. This is how you can tell this man's never had a job. Because at a job, they're like, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? And then you'll have to answer. Nobody's like, where do you see yourself between 5 and 78 years? Oh, I don't know. Grocery store? Bed? At some point, I'll be there. The stuff he says next is even better.
Getting my own reality show, segueing that into a high-ranking government position, either first American king or president.
This man wants to have his own reality show and somehow become the president of the United States of America. Name one president who you even think in America was ever the president of a reality TV show. Trump. Forgot about that.
My son, Sexy Vegan, is not functioning in this society. My son, Sexy, is weird, immature, spoiled, and misunderstood.
Sexy Vegan's mom, Mama Sexy, like she's actually probably the main culprit of all this because she has enabled her son to live this lifestyle, and Dr. Full is going to chew her out later. The thing that really bothers me is that the mom gave this man his name and is calling him sexy. You don't want your mom to call you sexy. You don't want your brother to be like, nice ass, sus. There's certain people who you're not supposed to be having these interactions with. If my barber looks at me and he's like, you have a nice set of balls, I'm gonna get very scared. I don't think the mom calling him sexy
My son, Sexy,
is doing any justice to this. I think she should stop.
when I saw his tattoos, I couldn't believe it. Sexy is the most entitled person I know. He won't even try to get a job because he's the vegan messiah.
He's not the vegan messiah. He's the vegan messiah. Also, don't call him sexy. I just said that. And also, there's a reason that he's not going to get a job. This lady says that she pays him $200,000 a year. Why would he get a job if you're going to give him that money? If someone gave me that money, I would sit around on my ass and tattoo my face as well. If I had no drive or no necessity to work to survive, then yeah, I'd be moonwalking around West Hollywood screaming shit as well. I don't blame him if that's the case. You gotta make sure that he has no other options. That's what happens when parents spoil their kids and they're like, I don't know what the problem is. You're the problem.
We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Don't enable your kids. Does he need 3 cars and 2 houses to exist as a sexy vegan messiah? Jesus was the son of God, and that man only had 1 pair of sandals. Without them having the need to drive, they developed this thing called affluenza, which is an actual word. You can look it up.
Affluenza.
It sounds like a disease, but what it is when you suffer from lack of drive because you already are gifted or given too much money or resources that you don't feel like you need to work. And that's what's happening to Sexy Vegan. He feels no need for a cause other than to save the animals, which he probably just saw on Sesame Street one day. That's what's happening to this person. I think it's a very open and shut case, to be honest.
He was the shyest kid ever in grade school. I don't know what happened. I have lost all hope for my son. This seems like the last effort.
It's very hard to hear a mom be like, he used to be so cool. Now he's 35 and a freaky weirdo. Sexy is weird. Also, I have no hope for him, but I did give him like 2 cars and a condo.
You consider his behavior now to be outrageous,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So now we get into my favorite part of the show, Dr. Full speaking. I get to do my Dr. Full accent.
You said you're an enabler, but you can't help it.
Yeah.
Why are we here then?
The episode should have ended there. Dr. Full is like, what do you want me to do about it? And it should have just ended. Because he's absolutely right. You're an enabler. You enabled him. I'm bald. What are we going to do about that? That's the whole episode. Dr. Full can't help Sexy Vegan if the mom is going to undo everything that he might learn with Dr. Full. She's just going to keep gifting him money. She's enabling him. Dr. Full is correct.
What do you want me to? You want me to help it? What do you want me to do?
He just broke himself. What do you want me? I don't get it. What? You're making me just absolutely lose my hair, my mind. Oh, damn it. Your son is sexy, not mine.
If I was working with him, if I were to help him, the first thing I would do would be to start holding him accountable, which means, listen, everybody's different strokes for different folks.
Dr. Full, I know where you got that analogy from. And you can't spell analogy without anal. What I'm talking about is that's a porno name, isn't it? Different strokes for different folks is what you typed into your computer last Tuesday when Robin went outside, huh? He's right, but what a phrase to use.
If you want to put on a Speedo and moonwalk around Beverly Hills, and you can afford to do that, and it makes you happy, knock yourself out.
They were doing that the whole time. That's what they do on Dr. Full. They just take like 4 seconds of a looped shot, and they were just showing him around West Hollywood moonwalking and then rubbing his titties over here, just while they were talking about like him getting serious help. Whoever did that deserves a raise at the Dr. Full show.
Well, you said, I enable him and I can't help it.
Well, I'm going to try to help it because I can't keep this up.
I don't work with triers, I work with doers.
I don't work with triers, I work with doers. I don't work with friars, I work with stewers. I don't work with strippers, I work with screwers. You know, he just got a lot of them in his pocket, just pulling them out.
Inherited $12 million from my father, just like me.
He thinks it's his inheritance.
Sexy Vegan thinks he was the favorite son, and that when his dad passed away, he should get all the money.
His mom is like, Sexy Vegan thinks he's the favorite son, which is not true. I looked at the picture, he's the only son. If he's not the favorite, then who the hell is?
Arrested 15 times.
I told him, when you get arrested, I'm not bailing you out. He called me a week later, and he was crying. He had gotten beaten up in jail.
I don't think the way he operates is going to bode well with the rules of jail. Namely, the fact that there are actually rules in jail. This man said he's been arrested 15 times, and it's so evident that the mom at the start of this clip actually said,
When you get arrested.
when you get arrested. She didn't even say if, as if she fucking knew that this dude was gonna do some crazy shit. That's an issue. You shouldn't know that your son is gonna get arrested. That's a problem. You gotta fix that.
He was going to go to Hollywood music producer David Geffen's house and pitch this great idea that he had.
Security would not even tell him that I was there. I went back 3 or 4 times, and on the last time I got arrested.
Hey boss, there's a tall skinny kid out there looking for you. He's got blue hair and he's got a tattoo that says sanctuary veganism. You think they were gonna let you in? You think the 2 bodyguards are gonna be like, come right in, sexy. Please, have a seat. Namely on his dick. Just record all the songs you want. You're like Snoop Dogg, but better.
I whipped it out right in front of everyone on a busy street and was arrested for public urination. They wouldn't let me in this bar where they've praised me before. I'm gonna go in, then they pepper sprayed me, and then I was arrested.
I love how they keep using the clip of the jail cell. Whoever edited that was just like,
And then I was arrested.
another one.
And on the last time I got arrested.
Arrested.
And was arrested for public urination.
Did he say he whipped it out, did he? He just whipped his ding dong out and started peeing. What are you, R. Kelly? Stop that.
There are some fundamental things in life that are just core values that we have to embrace. Like one is you don't reward bad behavior, okay? If somebody's doing something as bad behavior, like he gets aggressive with people sometimes, gets in their face and yells and screams. That's bad behavior. The problem that I have with you've got to recognize that for somebody to mature, they have to understand that when you choose the behavior, you choose the consequences.
When you choose the behavior, you can't be his savior. Should have thought of that. Should have wrote that one down. When you choose the cash, you might just get whipped in the ass. Deck the halls, and you can lick these butts. Dr. Fullisms are my favorite part of the show.
This is a big deal. I've printed this up for you. When you choose the behavior, when you choose the thought, you choose the consequences.
I feel like he does this for padding time because the Dr. Full show is like an hour. Stuff like this where he says it and then he's like, come here to the board now, everybody. When you choose. And it's like, oh shit, 20 minutes are gone.
You're making it possible for him to do it because you make it possible for him to afford it. You know why I don't do that? Because I get hungry, damn it.
When you can live life without consequences, you can see how carefree people get. Imagine if someone told you that no matter what, you would never die or feel pain. The first thing a lot of people do is probably skydive without a parachute and just hit the floor and be like, ugh, That was cool. You just do something without consequence. The fact that people have consequences, they feel fear and they think about what could happen is why people don't do things, and it's what keeps people honest.
Say, well, I'm afraid if he goes to jail, he'll get beat up. Well, then he'll quit going to jail.
There it is. The psychology of Dr. Full, and Dr. Full is not a licensed psychologist anymore. Technically, he shouldn't even have a show, but let's not talk about that right now. He's right. If you don't want someone to do something and they keep doing it, let them feel the consequences of their actions and they won't do it.
For the record, I don't call my brother sexy, I call him SV.
I should hope you don't call your brother sexy vegan. Hey, sexy vegan brother. Hey, cute vagina mother. Oh, God. Thank you, sexy vegan sister, medium vegan, for not adhering to that name.
Of that. My mother has spent at least $500,000 on my brother, which is completely insane.
How much money does this family have? 200,000. Sexy vegan himself said 80,000. She's like $500,000. What is going on?
SV wrote a book, The Adventures of Fargo Lefty. You can buy it on Amazon for $10. I'm sure my mom invested a few thousand on that.
Are you telling me he wrote a book called The Adventures of Fargo Lefty? I've never heard of that because this is not a deep dive. I definitely didn't search it up and looked at the reviews. There it is. The Adventures of Fargo Lefty, paperback, large print by Hans Di Bartolo. This story is about a handsome young vegan writer who wrecks a very fun book that provides in a fun way some of the views that I hold very important. Let me just say the reviews for this book were amazing. Actually, the first review is a 5-star. Masterpiece of literature. All the characters are awful. It's written inconsistently and weirdly. This book is like the Room of books. Complete waste of time, horribly written, excruciatingly bad grammar, pathetic story, literal trash. So his book is doing well.
He's only had 2 jobs. He worked for the deli.
I'm sorry, we're not gonna just walk past that one. The deli? The delicatessen? The place that sells meat? He worked for the... You are a bad vegan. I'm not gonna advocate for electric cars and then drive a Hummer to the place I work. Like, that's stupid.
There's something that I refer to as emotional extortion. If something happened to him, you would feel guilty. You're paying him money because you're afraid what'll happen if you don't.
He makes me feel bad.
Which is very sad. That feeling of being a mom and you're like in a helpless position, I'm sure it must feel really bad to her because at the end of the day, that's her son. And she wants to see him be a happy, sexy vegan. But she can't because he's too busy.
And was arrested for public urination.
And out of fear, she's like, maybe if I just give him more, maybe this time he'll be okay. But sometimes I feel like as a parent, you gotta let them figure it out for themselves. I would assume. It's like the birds in a nest. At one point, them birds is gonna have to learn to fly. You can't be holding their wings up. That is not at all how Lion King went. I didn't watch that movie. Is it about lions?
Cars, you've given him cars, and if he gets in trouble, he has a lawyer right there, his beck and call, bail money.
He doesn't just have bail money, he has Christian bail money at this point.
Bailed him out of jail 15 times.
You spent $100,000 in legal and lawyer fees.
You spent $200,000 out of $11 million inheritance in 2 years. You've used the inheritance to set up business ventures. You get credit card access and extra spending money. You spent $100,000 on Google Ads, as you just said. You purchased
3 condos and a house.
That's too much. Set a cap, set a limit or something.
I understand there's been some drama going on with Sexy. I'm gonna find out what's been happening when we come back.
Dr. Full gets to the part of the show where he's like, let's go behind the scenes and see what's happening with Sexy Vegan, because he was supposed to come on the show. Sexy Vegan is sort of doing his own thing and he's having like a moment. So they actually brought the cameras in behind the Dr. Full show to see what happens, and stuff's going down, I guess.
This is so stupid. This is so retarded. I'm the one that's liberating the over 70 billion animals in cages so small they cannot move. I'm the guy that can dance like Michael Jackson.
I love how he said that in like one sentence. I'm the guy who is saving 70 billion animals while moonwalking. I'm an entertainment saver. I save animals while entertaining them. Pigs love me. They clap with their hooves. 70 billion animals. How you get that figure, bro? I don't think you've been saving animals if your daily plan is to walk on the streets of Hollywood Boulevard in Speedo. I don't think you're saving animals at that point, but all right.
So you don't want to go out even if you have your mirror?
It's done. It's over.
You can bring the mirror.
I can hold the mirror and walk out with it? Yes.
From what I can gather, this man was having an issue and he needs his mirror to be confident. And that's the issue. what the fuck am I watching?
We were ready for him to come out, but he took off running. But now he's back. Now he's nervous, so he has to bring out his mirror. Check myself out.
Check myself out. Saying it under his breath. I don't know what that was. That was so hilarious. You know how to do it with the bitches.
See how I'm looking.
Check my hair in the wind. Fuck Robin in the butt.
See how I'm looking.
I don't know what he's saying. Did he say goodbye? Can you tell me what he's saying? Seriously.
Okay, we have other pictures. The current condo inside. Here we go. This is what your money is going for, is it?
I don't think I've ever seen in my life someone commit vandalism in their own house. That is a new level of weirdness to me. Like, if you don't even care about your own property, you definitely don't care about other people. So I can sort of see why this dude is just, he has no monetary value, no value of people. He just doesn't have the basic necessities, emotions, and needs to understand why he's not being accepted in society. I think he seriously needs help. Like, legitimately. He needs some, maybe psychiatric help. Something more than money and other things can buy him. Peace of mind. You can't pay for that.
People say that I'm narcissistic because I carry on a mirror wherever I go, but I don't care because I'm not, because I have empathy.
He says as he talks into the mirror. It's like a walking paradox, like I said.
I am the beautiful vegan messiah.
Get you that water, okay?
Perfect way to come out into Dr. Phil. Did not expect that. So he makes his entrance, and this is what he's doing. I am the beautiful vegan messiah. And then he leaves. That was my album, Vegan Messiah, featuring Drake, coming out on Tuesday. See you guys.
It's a song. I didn't say I was, and she knows it. I was just like my dad. 10 luxury cars. My dad told me I had the same name as him until I legally changed it. My mom did not bail me out of jail when she knew I was innocent.
This is very off topic. If you look at the audience, just a couple frames back here, one dude completely wrecked his neck. Can we get a story? Can we get a backstory behind Ethan over there? What the hell happened to this dude's neck? This dude couldn't even turn around to see the bad shit going on. He was like listening to Vegan Messiah, and he couldn't even turn. He was like, is that Dr. Phil? Who's that? What happened to this dude's neck? And why did he still attend Dr. Phil?
Hey, look at me.
Let's
look
see
at
your
me.
talent.
No,
huh?
hey. Okay, take him out. Security, get him out of here.
Thank God.
I know that he's like being aggressive and mean, but it's so hilarious to see someone cuss at you while moonwalking. You ugly piece of shit. Billie Jean is not my ugly piece of shit. I mean, like, there's just so much going on at once.
No. You're not going to come out here and use that kind of language in front of my audience. And audience, I apologize.
Now I get to leave.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for that unbelievable language. Don't let this man fool you. He's a fucking piece of shit, and I hope he dies.
It's exactly what he's done in the lobby of 2 or 3 apartment buildings that he's been in, that they've called the police, arrested him. He's gotten in women's faces, yelling and screaming and threatening them.
He doesn't even get the chance to get interviewed. I was kind of hoping for a back and forth, but he ruined the one chance that he had. He's not going to get that chance back. That was really stupid of him.
I wanted to come talk to you because you seem like a very nice lady that's getting taken advantage of.
I wanted to talk to you because you seem like a very nice lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what I need to do is stay faithful, but what I want to do is you.
I want you to love him. I want you to nurture him. And I want you to continue to support. I want you to do what is called a 5150.
5150. That's when you call 50 Cent and he shoots you 51 times. That's not at all what it is. It's some psychiatric thing, but that's way more depressing.
You can call a mobile psychiatric unit and you can have him picked up, put into a psychiatric hold where he's evaluated, and they can determine if he's a danger to himself or others.
As harsh as that sounds, it might be the best course of action right now because this man is 37, 38 years old. He's past the stage where his brain is fully developed, and this is what he's going with. This is what he's choosing to be in life. And while that's perfectly fine if you're not actually a danger to society, the fact that this man has been in jail 15 times really does call into question how much of a danger he is to other people.
Let's talk about why he's doing what he's doing. Bipolar, OCD, psychiatrists have to put a label so they could turn in for insurance. And it cram people into no category because you got to write something down.
That is depressing. I did not really ever want to hear a psychiatrist say, we just do whatever we need to put down. We don't even really, we just have sad or happy, and we just have to tick one, and that's that.
I think he's very intelligent. I think he's a very good-looking guy. I think he's a handsome young man. I think he's intelligent.
When did this turn into a Tinder DM chat? What? Has this man given you anything to base off his intelligence? He seems like he's one of the least intelligent people I've seen. And sexy, huh? What do you say? He's a handsome guy. He's good looking. His legal name is Sexy. You don't need to bloat up his ego any more than it or Dr. Full. Are you serious right now? I need to get my shot with one of the family members, and I'm not doing it with the sister because she freaks me out. But the mom and Sexy, I could see. This guy's trying to slide into everyone's DMs. Dr. Full, you animal.
I mean, he has a lot of assets that are going for him, but he's...
No, like the audience was like, huh? And Dr. Full was like, no. You see, what I'm trying to say is I'd take him out. You know, I'd put my carrot in his lettuce, if you know what I mean. Am I the only one thinking blue hair on a man and blue eyebrows is sexy? Is that... You know, I did pop a lot of LSD today.
I can tell you this, the contribution that you can make is to stop making it possible for him to behave in an abnormal way.
Anyway, Dr. Full ends the show by saying to the mom, you need to basically stop enabling him and giving him the opportunity to do things that he wouldn't be able to do if he worked for himself and did things for himself. Sexy Vegan really needs a wake-up call, which I can't give to him because he's too busy running for president. I just wanted to finish the video off with looking at his website and other various articles. I think it's worthy to note that on his Instagram, he has 1 million followers, which is amazing. Like, how did he get that much? Then I looked on his videos and realized, 2 likes? 2 likes on a post with 1 million followers. Something doesn't add up. I'm not saying he paid for them. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's got a lot of pictures of his ass. And he also has an OnlyFans, which I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. But what I do want to note is that he is an accomplished musician, and so am I. I'm on Spotify under 16leo, if you didn't know. I make some music myself. Whenever I see another fellow musician, I get so excited. So I thought we'd end the video by listening to some of his dope tunes. Before we do, though, I just want to tell you some of the song names so you get an idea of what sort of music he makes. End Wall Suffering the Fun Way. Eat Ass, Not Animals. Dr. Full Fame. Butt Sex. Hot Piece of Ass. Got a thematic nature going, besides the Dr. Full thing. I Just Died in Your Ass Tonight. And Kissable Cheeks Lickable Hole. How could we not be in for some fun times? The Delicious Butthole of Iggy Azalea. I cannot believe that I've said that with my mouth.
Kissable cheeks. Lickable hole. Kissable cheeks.
Nasty.
Lickable hole.
Yeah, I didn't know there was gonna be no beat. Let's look at I Just Died in Your Ass Tonight.
I see that booty, I want it on my face. And take me to a heaven place. I just want you to sit on my face. I just died in your ass tonight. Wanted it. I just died in your ass tonight. I just died in...
Oh, okay, this one actually has music. It's called She Sucked My Dick on a Roller Coaster. It should be great. Hey.
She sucked my dick on a roller coaster. There was a grandma behind us. Her pussy got wet watching us. She wished my was like a lollipop in her mouth.
What are you talking about, dude?
Her pussy got all wet. It was like the desert before.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to any more of that. We gotta do one more, I'm sorry. The Delicious Beehole of Iggy Azalea. Does he want me to sing?
The light shines down the valley. The wind blows on and on and on. And I wish my tongue was deep in the delicious butthole of Iggy Azalea.
This is like the Bohemian Rhapsody of shit. That is a musical leap from his last song. Brava, my good sir. Brava. At the end of the day, there is a man who goes by the name of Sexy Vegan. He has done a lot to achieve his fame by singing amazing songs, writing amazing books, and making amazing appearances on Dr. Full. I have nothing else to say about this. I just don't get why these people are doing this. I just don't understand why so many of them resort to like these crazy methods of doing things. Shock value never works. It shocks people and you do get attention. But if your main cause is to help the animals, you are driving people away from veganism. I have never wanted to be a vegan less in my life after seeing these 3 people than before. I might have considered it. That's my advice to Sexy Vegan. Get yourself some help. To Sexy Vegan's mom, stop enabling him. And to Dr. Full, keep making those weird jokes you make about your hair. I've been 16leo and I just discovered that this man returned to Dr. Full. So if you want to see a part 2, drop it in the comments below. I've been 16 Vegan Leo. I am out of here. Thank you so much for watching the video. Take care of yourselves. Peace out. One night, baby, is on anybody encore. 2-tone, maybe I'm ball just like a downpour. 3 more women that call me till you get insecure. 4, 5 on me if you walk out the door. One night, baby, is on anybody encore. 2-tone, maybe I'm ball just like a downpour. 3 more baddies that call me till you get insecure. 4, 5 on me if you walk out the door. Relax your mind.